Final ban for the KT Bullets. What's it going to be? Interesting stuff here, actually. I feel like Lee Sin or LeBlanc. All right, they're going to really target Goon. And there's a Lee Sin for Watch. Yeah, I think you definitely want to take that one away from Insec.
Oh, they're giving over the Jax this game. Again,
yes, yeah. But will Leopard take this Renekton, though?
They can take Renekton and Jax.
Oh, that's true. They could. Oh, wow, yeah. That's a really good point.
Obviously, Insec did do pretty darn well. He farmed his Feral Flare very quickly. He got into that late-game jungle Jax where you could just go ahead and solo effectively that Baron.
Yep. Feral Fair sounds like when a bunch of like forest animals get together and party or something.
It's a wolf pack party.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, Wolf is not on Shield anymore, so. Or Bullets, for that matter. No Wolf in this match. He's probably casting Pro League somewhere, I don't know. Different Wolf. And what's the final pickup going to be for the KT Bullets? Ah, okay, TF again for Ryu. I really liked it last game. And so the thing is that's a pretty early TF pick. Do you think Shield can counter this?
They could play Orianna maybe and push him in, but...
Or Nocturne mid.
Nocturne mid, the old CJ special.
Yep, worked well back then. Get Rapid Star back in the booth and you're good to go.
Well, I think the Twitch takeaway is important, but Zephyr really didn't have a good Twitch game the first time around. But this is what they're thinking right now, is they're trying to take away the picks that made the KT Bullets Siege Breaker comp so effective.
I really don't think you can do that to KT, though. I think their champion pool is deep enough that they can play around this, you know?
They can. I mean, but now with the Morgana, NaJin White Shield is trying to build a pick comp right now.
I'd really, I think so too, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
Gorilla, not known for having the deepest champion pool, so this is his first time playing support Morgana in professional play.
Yeah. There's possibly the Kog'Maw for score.
Now, fortunately, Morgana is not the most difficult champion ever.
No.
And not as mechanically demanding as something like a Thresh, so you don't need quite as much experience in order to pull it off in a big match.
Yep. And that switch over to Lucian, of course. Lucian providing a lot of burst, helping to make those Twisted Fate ganks just that much more powerful in game number 2.
I think they're going to switch this up.
I think they might, okay.
The Pantheon is a little...
Well, looks like we're going pick comp versus pick comp, huh?
Yeah, it does look like that all of a sudden. I'm a bit surprised that they're going to try this. And they're saving that support pick for the final. They're trying to counter a Nidalee with a Malphite. That's what I think they're trying to do.
Oh, this is going to be a pretty bloodthirsty game. I can feel it already. The Doa sense is tingling.
Well, the thing, too, is that Twitch is very vulnerable to Malphite also because he has no escapes, and if his flash is down, he is 100% going to get hit by one unstoppable force.
Yep. Becomes even more unstoppable. And Shyvana and Italy, pretty much exactly what KT was expecting, I think.
I really think that Malphite's going to show up if they make these picks.
I hope so. Cross your fingers, man. I love
the Black Shield.
Love
well,
support
maybe
Malphite.
not. The Black Shield may cause them to reevaluate that just a little bit.
True, but I mean, you need really fast reactions to Black Shield against an unstoppable force. I mean,
it could be just the Karma again for the speed boost.
Karma would be a safer pick. I agree. I'd love to see the Malphite, but Karma would be a safe pick.
I think it's because of the Morgana that they're not going with the Malphite.
Yeah, well, Karma would be a very good anti-pick as well, too.
Of course, you're able to just kite out.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to lock it in. All right, smart move. Totally agree. Just kite it out. Just go fly a kite.
So very similar composition from the KT Bullets. They will have a little bit more. The pressure changes now as to where they're going to be able to make plays. They will be able to poke with Nidalee, or with Lucian and Karma, and they're going to have the pressure in the top lane from Renekton this time. So it looks like Ryu will probably be trying to make plays onto the bottom lane in this game as opposed to the top lane for his first ult. Good early game jungles. Lee Sin and Pantheon both able to put on some pretty decent pressure. I'm a bit worried, though, because Nidalee and Twitch doesn't have a lot of synergy in terms of sieging. So you have to use the Nidalee to create picks in this situation rather than siege alongside Morgana and Twitch.
Well, they're going to be extra reliant on Goon to hit those spears and get people low enough to get those types of picks with Twitch. Because then Twitch needs to kind of sneak up and get close.
Yeah, or you just land a Dark Binding, easy spear land after that, and then Twitch comes in with the damage.
Yeah, that's really true. That's actually the big danger, isn't it? Yeah. Well, Karma versus Morgana. At support. The Morgana that was so popular in NA and EU has been making sporadic appearances here in Korea.
Mostly from the SK Telecom teams, but twice tonight. Bit of a change.
Well, the moment of proof here, or truth-3 here for NaJin White Shield. They need to win this one or they are out of Champion Spring. Can the KT Bullets close it out, though? Let's get in the game and find out. Only one song that works as well for a montage as a 80s glam metal song.
What's
That's
that, Noah?
Guile's theme. Easily.
Fair enough.
Easily the other best song.
I cannot argue with that.
Yeah.
Spot on. We have mirror wards coming down from both supports here. Spell Thief ward start.
Yep.
And both teams just looking for the red invade.
They'll probably both take it. I would imagine.
We may end up with a 1v1 this game. Probably will, actually. This all comes down to the poke damage because whoever gets a good trade early, Lucian or Karma, compared to Twitch and Morgana, going to have a pretty big advantage. And Mafa and Score do have a range edge. Oh, okay, so it will be actually Zephyr and Gorilla moving up into the top side of the map for the delayed invade, and it will be a lane swap, in fact.
All right, now with Insec all the way up towards the top of the map as well with the top laner, do you think they can get him down to the bottom of the map fast enough?
They're going to see 4. Nice ward. They're going to have to back off now.
Yeah, do you immediately send Insec bot now?
No, you can send them to blue or to red. Either way, there it looks like they're just going to prep this red, or actually Score and Mafa may just take it.
Oh wow, okay.
Ooh, this is a bit different. We typically don't see this response to an invade, and the red buff not going to help too terribly much with pushing down the towers. There's a ward. It has been spotted, of course. So only one buff here for Insec, and will they push on the second wave, or are they just going to go ahead and clear out White and Wolves? Looks like that's what they're going to do, White and Wolves, and then push on the third wave.
All right. I wonder if they're going to actually recall and send their duo lane top. With that red buff, they could push the lane back and put a lot of pressure on the lane. They could catch up quickly, you know?
Mafa just faking a recall right there.
Okay.
Yeah, they might do that. They may try and just take one turret and then recall. Mafa already actually going back.
Yeah, wow. And they're just getting a little bit more for Score.
Of course, Karma does have that great early game AoE, so she will be able to clear this. Clear this wave. This is only going to work with Karma really this early on in terms of support play.
This is just going to superpower Score as well too. Getting all that time alone in the bot lane. That is really nice, and they're going to be able to save this turret. I don't think NaJin White Shield can push this.
The Pantheon Karma wave clear means that they're not going to be able to push it. So very interesting, interesting support-specific response.
That's a cool Karma
from
trick.
The bullets, and that's going to prompt Save to go ahead and use his teleport to get into the bottom lane. He sees Mafa in top, and he's like, well, it's just Score down there. I'm going to be able to get XP, and quick fingers on the slice and dice to dodge the Dark Binding.
Yep.
But Save is going to have to contest with a red buffed AD carry.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be too easy.
This is a really good response from the KT Bullets because even though Save is able to get some, he's going to get harassed by the red buff. So by powering up Score with the red buff, they made sure that he was going to win any 1v1. And then they saved that top turret with a better wave clear. And
This looks very practiced and pre-planned. This doesn't look like a. You don't think this is? You think this is maybe kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision?
I do, actually.
Oh.
Because the KT Bullets.
These guys are good.
It's the thing about the KT Bullets is that they are able to react very intelligently to complex situations that develop in the game. Now they paid a price for it, of course. Mafa is going to be behind in experience.
But on a champion like Karma, you know, getting that level 6 quickly isn't quite as vital. So if you're another point in favor of doing this with Karma specifically.
That's a very good point, though.
Interesting. Well, now Karma's back in the bot lane.
Leopard and Save doing approximately the same in terms of CS so far.
About as good as you can, really.
But I think the real question for me is whether KT is going to make a play on the second red buff.
Yeah.
Got a couple minutes for that yet. Leopard getting zoned out by Morgana. Insec is there and waiting in case he's needed. I think they're thinking there may be a dive through Tri-Brush, but it's not coming. Watch is still just farming up in his jungle.
Yep. Ryu pushing back Gung a little bit.
It's really impressive that Gung is able to farm as well as he is on Nidalee under this kind of pressure. Here's Watch.
Ah, now Watch is coming up. Okay, so there's the pressure on the lane. Leopard is sitting right there. They're going to try to dive, but again, Insec is right there. Gorilla takes some hits.
Good read by Insec.
Yep.
He doesn't need to be anywhere else on the map right now. He's got Ryu shoving in. He has a 2v1 in bottom, so he knows that this is the most likely place for them to make a play, a big dive. So just waits there very patiently, farming out his red side jungle when it comes up.
So smart by Ryu, though, to back up as well. Insec, you know, or Watch, rather, taking a page out of Insec's book and thinking about coming into the Wraith pick for the pick, but Wraith Pit for the pick. I'm choosing some very difficult sentences tonight, aren't I?
Just setting yourself up with all the tongue twisters. Insec
know, right?
still waiting in that brush.
Boy.
This is very patient jungle play by Insec.
Wow. If he doesn't get anything out of this, this is going to be pretty rough. Yeah, and he's not going to get anything out of this. Doesn't look like it.
Well, they're trying to save the tower right now. There's the spike going down on the cannon just to make sure they can cut out Heartseeker Strike.
Ryu is 6, and he's motioning towards that top lane as well.
Gung is there, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, they're going to jump onto Gung. There we go. Ryu coming with the gold card. Gung wandered into the wrong place with the black shield. Is going to keep him awake. Alive. Awake? He's going to keep him awake?
He's not Ryu. He's not going to go to sleep in the middle of the match.
I know. I retire.
Well, they hold off the push, though, and that's the important thing. They committed 4 players up into that top lane, whereas only 3 from the KT Bullets. And Mafa and Score are doing a good job of actually zoning out right now this Shyvana. They have a CS lead onto Leopard. Save used his teleport to go to the turret in the bottom lane, but he's not really getting much out of it. Ryu going for a Codex first.
Okay, well, I mean, if you're going to be really aggressive with those ults, why not get the cooldown reduction, you know? A little bit extra AP.
I don't know what to think about this. This Codex could be something really crazy like a DFG. You just never know.
Yeah, that's true. I like it.
Of course, TF with blue card, less Chalice dependent than a lot of other
for sure.
mids. Okay, I'm really curious now what he's up to. What are these shenanigans, Doa?
I don't know. I've used too much of my brain power for analysis this game already. It's affecting my ability to speak in English.
Okay, well, they're still trying to zone Leopard off the tower. Moving on in, and Morgana and Twitch not quite able to push that one down yet. And you can see Mafa and Score less concerned with actually getting the turret damage than they are with making sure that Shyvana stays behind. But they give up some global gold to that Shyvana pickup. Insec now moving down. He wants to push. Nope, they're just going to go back. Very curious pressure here from the KT Bullets.
Well, I think they kind of realize they need to play this one a little bit tentatively. They're on that bubble, you know, where this win will send them to the semifinals. So you don't want to do anything at all to give that up early on.
Gung has a red buff right now as well. That's a bit weird. He went and picked it up from his own red side. just to make sure. I think he did that just because he knew that the KT Bullets had the timer and he was concerned about them taking it. And he really wants to be able to harass this TF out of lane. It's very dangerous for this Nidalee to be able to do that. Nice red card to slow Goong up, keep him out of auto range.
Oh, they're going to try to catch Watch. Watch tried to get a little bit of action onto Mafa, but paid for it with some damage. Yeah, Goong coming down. And actually, Gorilla is right there.
Insect still only level 5. He's got to get that Skyfall. He's behind in XP because he did spend so much time in the top lane.
Yeah, he waited around quite a bit. And the thing is now that Ryu's ult is back up again, you know, this would have been a good timing for the two of them to possibly gank Goong or something like that. Oh, Insect does have the ultimate now. Ryu in a little bit of trouble. There's a gold card. Here comes Insect. Can they get Goong? First blood goes to him. And can they equalize? Oh, Insect takes so much damage. Double kill for Goong, and that is pretty much the opposite of what KT wanted out of that.
Well, they're suffering again from some poor wards in the river. They did not see the movement from NaJin White Shield all onto the middle lane. They set up a gank with very little information.
Yep.
Now they're going to pay for it with a dragon as well. They've rotated Leopard, or rather Save is rotated up into the top lane right now. He does have that teleport in case his team needs him, and NaJin White Shield, easy take on the dragon.
Very true. And they should be able to get down there and save the bot lane too. Yeah.
I think KT Bullets have played this way too passively. I think that it really wasn't worth zoning out Save from the turret for that long because he's gotten some global gold now to catch up. He really wasn't hurt that badly in terms of experience, and now the KT Bullets have sacrificed that tower.
If they can draw Save into a duel here, which it looks like they may be able to, Insect coming in, they've got some stuns, and there's the ultimate. Yeah, they're just kind of waiting for him to use that. That's going to give Leopard a little bit more time in that lane to get a bigger CS lead. And that is kind of a big story here in that Leopard has been able to get a decent little edge on Save here, and going into the late game, that's going to be very important for KT because not a lot else has been going right.
And certainly this mid lane has been kind of a disaster. The double buff Goong, Ryu's been really powerless to deal with this Nidalee.
Yeah. Good poke from Mafa and Score though in the bot lane. You know, I feel like all KT needs to do is just kind of maybe not calm down per se, but just go back to playing things out a little bit more intelligently.
I think they need to play things at a faster pace, honestly. They've looked pretty relaxed about taking advantages this game.
Pretty complacent. Well, Gorilla really low. Manages to shield himself, but that's a bit awkward. Insect is there. No ultimate just yet, but he'll have it soon. Oh, Mafa takes a big spear hit from Goong. They needed that. TF, is he in position? Yeah, he's starting to move into the jungle a little bit now. He wants to be able to go in. Oh, man, another huge spear. Goong just making it so that there's no chance for the engage from KT. And, yeah, we see on the mini-map, Ryu already heading back to mid lane. Yeah, they're just going to let this turret go. They have to. Jeez, Goong is just a monster on Nidalee.
This is why we've seen all those highlights from Goong spears. I mean, he did a good job of landing spears in the last game.
Yeah.
Even though his team didn't win, he still really kept them in it for a lot longer than probably they deserve to be. Now that he has an edge, now that he has a lead, and got that really nice double kill in mid lane to power up his Chalice. Morello Namicon actually the pickup here from Ryu. That's a bit strange.
Huh, yeah, that is actually kind of odd.
I would have thought he would want some more magic resist, although now I'm trying to think about why he would actually want that item over the Chalice. If he was going to gank the bottom lane, he would be able to mitigate one of the heals, the first heal, because the Grievous Wounds will, it gets cleared by heal, but also it affects the first heal that goes down.
I think that's a really good point.
If you're gonna try and focus down the bottom lane, Morello Namicon does make some sense, but I just don't think it's worth it when you get chunked even harder by these spears.
Well, there also is that heal too on Goong, which would be negated by it. So I can definitely see the theory behind it anyway. And And Save just defending that turret. So far, 3 turrets for Shield, none for the KT Bullets. This is definitely a very different game than Game 1 and Game 2 so far.
Well, this is how the Shield really likes to play their League of Legends. They're certainly in their comfort zone right now. But now that the outer ring is down and they've got this 3K gold lead, what do you do after this? The problem for their composition is that it's pretty poor in terms of sieging beyond this point because of their Twitch. They had to take the Twitch away because they were scared of Score using it. Usually they would run Nidalee or Caitlyn here. And how do you cope with this? I think that the KT Bullets can turtle it out and wait for picks, but they need to get some better wards up, and that's something that NaJin White Shield has been much more successful in doing over the course of this series. Save.
Oh, well, yeah, look at the map right now.
And they have no fear of rotating through the blue side jungle to set this up, just backing off, waiting to join their wave. That empowered Q isn't going to be there to clear this out now. They have to use the culling.
Yep, that's right. Oh, here comes the teleport. And Pantheon coming in. Ryu comes in on the back line, eliminates Gorilla immediately. They're going to go after someone else as well. Yeah, Watch does go down. And they're going to be happy with that. Score got a bit low. Oh, the spear from Goong nearly got Goong a kill there.
They're probably not going to be able to take this tower, however.
Yeah, well,
and Leopard going to trade it for a tier 1. So as long as they can hold on to this.
Yeah. Oh, Insect coming in with the stun on the Goong. Goong jumping in. Insect needs to jump out.
This is a really good defense by the KT Bullets.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, very surgical, very careful.
Not only that, but they got the teleport out as well.
Yeah.
So picking up some much needed kills. Ryu has opted to get some home guard boots right now just to respond to turret pressure better. So what the KT Bullets are saying right now is you are going to be very static in your turret sieging. If we can continue to create picks on you, we're confident that we can outplay you.
Oh, there's a replay. Ah, well, some stuff happened. Back to the game. And NaJin White Shield continuing to try to push up this mid lane a little bit. They don't have any of the tier 2 turrets down just yet, but they will get a dragon, it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, they should be able to. No ults really for KT, so dragon should be no problem at all for NaJin White Shield.
Well, this early home guard is going to delay Ryu's actual damage too, so he's going to be a lot less useful unless he's creating a pick, unless they have a man advantage.
Yeah.
Because he's very much concentrating on his mobility, being able to be at the right place at the right time rather than being there and able to deal a ton of damage. So he'll be quick, but a little weak.
Well, with Pantheon on your team, you always have a man advantage.
It's true. They still have those double globals in spite of not running teleport, so at least they're able to respond a little bit to Save. Save farming deep in his own territory. Leopard pushing that one all the way up. Leopard does have a sizable CS lead. And there we go. Insect, they're looking to make another play. But they see Insect. They're pinging him right now.
Yeah.
That's some really nice warding from NaJin Shield. Deep inside the territory. Able to detect where this Pantheon is going to be ulting from.
Yeah, they've had excellent map control. And again, you know, push put onto the mid lane. And then NaJin Shield walks right into the jungle. See if they can. They don't have any sweeping lenses available. No, they do. They actually have one, and they'll use it. But that's nice. I mean, again, just what a big emphasis on map control. You push a lane up, then you walk into the jungle, use a lens, clear out some wards, set things up for later. Once all the lanes are pushing anyway.
Yeah, they're slowly clearing out the jungle right now. They're getting a couple wards down, but watch Isleys, he does have that sight stone. So they're able to just constantly refresh them.
Yeah.
Make sure that everything's safe for their bottom side push. Save taking a big chunk of damage from Leopard in the top lane right there. He's got to be careful. He's actually going to chase down the lane right now.
Yeah, Save's in a little bit of trouble. Leopard chasing, and there we go. Ultimate's pop for both sides. Meanwhile, the siege on bot lane happening from NaJin White Shield.
They're going to need to do the same thing they did last time, but NaJin White Shield will be a lot more prepared for it, although no teleport up, so they may be a little bit more reluctant. A very critical blue buff going on to Goong so they can continue the siege. Leopard will be clearing out a ward and then taking the blue buff on the opposite side of the map.
Yep. And they really want this turret. Again, the bot turret's so important if you want that Baron control. It's farthest one away. But it's tough to push up a wave against a wave clear that the KT Bullets have right now.
It's just NaJin Shield would be having a lot easier time with a Caitlyn.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I'm not sure they know how to use a Twitch in this way. Again, it's much more efficient to use the Twitch for picks, the Twitch and Morgana and Italy for picks right now than it is to try and do this. It's just too easy for TF to ult in and gold card this Twitch.
Yeah. Oh man. Goong has just been hitting those spears so well this game. He's really on another level with this Nidalee.
Well, that's why we've seen those Nidalee bans. And a lot of praise for his Nidalee as well. Big minion wave in the mid lane. Save still taking quite a bit of damage from this Renekton. He's gone Merc Treads this game because he's afraid of getting picked by Twisted Fate.
Yeah.
But that's really going to hurt him as long as Renekton is split pushing against him.
Well, Leopard got a nice lead early on in this game, and he's been able to kind of maintain it, which is what you really need to do if you're going to play Renekton versus Shyvana. And the fact that there's no Ignite, of course, for save is making that a little bit easier, but still, pretty good game so far for Leopard. Indeed,
yeah. Wow, those Merc Treads are a very interesting choice. That could really change this game because the Ninja Tabi are so effective when it comes to shutting this down. Ryu popping his ult right there. I think he's just curious where they were more than anything else. And
he's going to go bot lane. All right, yeah, get a little bit of farm down there.
They're just trying to push this out as long as possible. KT Bullets using everything in their power to stop the siege at the moment, to buy themselves some time to get some more items.
It's become a human Zigzalt. Putting himself down in the lane and then moving away immediately.
I think that was a good idea for Ryu because he's able to recall right now and then immediately home guard to the location. Actually, he's not recalling yet.
Well, he's only got Zephyr to deal with down there.
This would be a pretty difficult outplay.
Sneaking in. Ryu trying to recall. Zephyr's going to jump on him. Ryu in trouble. There's a gold card. Ryu has to back off. The damage from Zephyr just way too high. Uses ultimate, but he's not really getting any autos. And now Ryu comes back in. Uh-oh, Zephyr may have gone too far. No, so there's a gold card. Insect jumping in with a stun of his own. A great turnaround from the KT Bullets. Ryu played that one out so well.
Now, the problem is, can they stop the siege now without those two ultimates?
Yeah.
NaJin White Shield going to use this opportunity just to roam through the jungle. Insect looking for a flank. He will preemptively use his lens right there. But they do get the pink ward all the same. They get a tower out of it actually as well. So Ryu turning that one around.
Whoa, Goong with the spear onto Mafa. That's the reason why we see those Nidalee bans.
Yeah, saw Mafa walking over there. Just a good guess from Goong.
Yeah, well, the wards have been pretty good too. By process of elimination, he had a pretty sure idea of where Mafa was going to be.
Insect right back there now to, he's got the Hex Drinker and an additional, wow. I'm trying to remember the name of that magic resist item. I just totally blanked. Negatron Cloak.
Negatron Cloak, yeah.
No.
Which one? The other one?
Wow. The one that turns into Merc Treads and Hex Drinker.
Oh,
I always forget the name of this one.
Yeah, who doesn't really?
Well, anyway, the Dragon coming in for NaJin White Shield. They'll pick it up and head back out. So they've maintained that objective control while the KT Bullets have just turtled. But the KT Bullets have actually closed the gold gap a little bit, thanks to a tower and getting some kills down while defending.
Now you've got me thinking about that too. I can't believe it. Won the world. Are they pumping something through the air conditioner today? Is it? What is going on? Well, we'll just call it rat-a-tat-tat, I guess.
Okay. They still should be doing a little bit more in terms of getting some pinks down in their own jungle. But decent shot so far for the KT Bullets to actually mount a comeback in the game. They've actually been able to turn this around.
Yeah, they've still got a lot of wards to clear out of their jungle, though.
No magic mantle. Sorry, guys.
Duh, obviously. We are the worst. I want my money back.
Okay, I'm curious as to whether, Ryu is just going to go for the death cap again this game. Insec has lensed out this brush now to make sure that he's not being seen.
Yeah.
Trying to get a sneaky initiation.
Now, what do you think the viability of doing something like zone news instead for Ryu would be in this particular situation? I feel like that might come in a little bit more handy, maybe.
The thing about Ryu is he has been playing the TF engages very well, where he's been flanking and using Ghost.
He hasn't really needed the Zonias, yeah.
He's been doing the job without needing the Zonias, so having the extra gold, if you have really good TF positioning, may be a better call. Or the extra AP, rather.
That's a good point.
Obviously, it's a little bit different this game, but they're playing the Twitch, and the Twitch is just so immobile that you can go ahead as long as his flash is down and you don't have to TP right into the middle in order to hit him, because he's so immobile anyway that he's not going to be able to move away from you as you walk up to him.
Yeah. Oh, Ryu dodges the Dark Binding there.
Whereas on more mobile carries, you have to port right next to them, because like Caitlyn will just E away from you if you don't, and you won't hit that gold card, whereas Twitch you can just walk up to him with Ghost a little easier. However, Ryu did have to get home guards this game instead of the distortion enchantment, so that's going to change things a little bit. He's not going to be quite so speedy when his Ghost is up. Or after he uses flash, for that matter, either.
Yeah. There's a ward. I'm sure Insect meant to put that one in there.
He did.
Yes. That one he meant to do.
Well, it's slowly pushing out right now with pink wards. They have reclaimed control over that red side jungle, and this is going to make NaJin White Shield a lot more reluctant, but we can see Save, he's really starting to get up there in terms of his tanky items.
Yeah,
starting to win a few of these trades with Leopard in addition to having that teleport.
He's pretty close to his Randuins too. Once he gets that, it's going to go very well for him against Score.
Ward clear. Right there in the brush, lens used, but KT Bolt's doing a very good job of defending their pinks right now and daring somebody to come in.
Yep.
They get some vision now.
Oh, they do, yeah. TF. Yeah, not really finding an opportunity to use that.
You certainly don't want to go into the Baron Pit right there. There's a Nidalee trap getting some eyes onto Ryu.
And some gold. All right. Well, NaJin White Shield needs to be extremely careful about how they play this. Mafa trying to get back, and there's a flash kick. Mafa in trouble now. Zephyr coming in. Zephyr with a little bit of help from his jungler will get an easy pick onto Mafa. The dangers of warding right there, guys.
I like how...
Oh, Insect coming in. They're going to try to get to Zephyr. Zephyr flashes right underneath the man drop. So pick for pick, but this time it's the AD carry that goes down.
I like how NaJin White Shield has adapted this game. We've noticed that they have stopped sieging, and they've started just to create vision and try and get those picks. Now they got counter-picked right there, and it's going to be a weird game because this is probably going to be a lot of this with globals on both teams, a lot of burst damage, and some surprising abilities like Ambush, like the TF ult, and like Grand Skyfall.
It's really easy this game to get out of position and not know it.
Yes. Yeah, indeed. Saw from Mafa right there. Goong, though, he's really powered up. Void Staff complete on this next back. So really good opportunity for him to lay down some immense damage.
Not bad, yeah. And for now, KT's going to try to get back a little bit of map control by pushing these waves up, and Mafa really has become a spear magnet here in the last 15 minutes or so.
Well, Goong we've talked about his accuracy. He's just really far up there. Mafa has gone for the Sork shoes as well for just a little bit extra poke and damage.
Well, Mafa's so good at, or rather, Goong is so good at anticipating where people are going to run to when he lets that spear go.
Indeed he does.
Or anticipating where people are through the use of a ward.
They can't see that blue ward with the pink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's weird. What? Why is that a thing?
Oh, the ward vision bugs.
Yes. Fun times.
Time to remake.
Remake, yep. Well, a bit of a lull in the game again. And it is that kind of weird situation where both teams are just so paranoid of being caught by the other team that you just don't see a lot of movement in general.
Well, look at all of the pinks down right now.
Yeah.
For NaJin White Shield. They're doing a great job of seeing absolutely everything around the pit.
Okay, and this is good timing for them to push up the spot lane.
And this is what Vision gives you, is these windows to actually take objectives.
And they'll get the turret. Easy.
That is the definition of out-rotating your opponent right there. You take the dragon, then you go and get down onto the tier 2 turret while they're floundering in their own side of the jungle, just trying to clear out wards around Baron. So NaJin White Shield doing a whole lot with their Vision Edge.
Yeah. Oh boy. And Pantheon coming in way behind. There's a good calling over the top. Goon gets taken down. Pantheon jumps onto Zephyr and Gorilla. Zephyr gets taken out, a double kill now for Score, and he may be able to make it a triple onto Gorilla. Meanwhile, farther down in the river, Insect zoning even more. Triple kill now for Score. And they're going to leave Save alone, I would imagine, and that is going to be a Baron for the KT Bullets. KT finding that opportunity, and this could be the turnaround they were looking for.
Watch, are you ready to be a hero, buddy?
I know, he's, they call upon Watch one more time. One more Baron steal. Not going to get the chance to do it this time, though. Yeah, he's not even going to bother. And KT Bullets, wow, exactly what they needed to do. They're back in the game.
Well, they're still behind in gold, but they're able to turtle this out a little bit more. Now, NaJin White Shield still has every opportunity to win this one.
Well, it's really the turrets and the wards. I mean, the gold, only 2,000 at 31 minutes. It's not a big difference in terms of money. What a great calling from Score, wow.
They lined up for that one. It was really the perfect fight. And Insect used the Pantheon ult very well to get in position for a flank.
Yep.
Even though he actually didn't do any damage right there, he did really help his team, and then he zoned out the other members so they could continue to chase down Gorilla.
Yeah, he really just used that ultimate, kind of like a teleport, where you don't need a ward there to go to it. So
yeah, that CC and from Twisted Fate, as well as the culling from Score, were spot on in that very small corridor.
Yep, definitely got to be careful. Hey, we talked about Zephyr not being as experienced on this Twitch. I mean, he is 1-3-1. Compare that to the 4-0-2 for Score, and yeah, 3 of those were just in that last triple kill, but still, you know, I mean, I think out of the 280 carries, Score much more comfortable playing the champion that he's playing this game. Seems that way.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, but this is a symptom of NaJin White Shield and Zephyr thinking that they need to take this Twitch away because it did shut down their siege so hard last time. And
yeah,
indeed, the KT Bullets are having more trouble this game against the siege.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, NaJin White Shield has kind of tightened things up a bit. Definitely. Mafia needs to be so careful, man. Dodges one spear. The dangers of anti-warding.
It's going to go ahead and zone right there. Still pushing very slowly, but both teams in a good test of patience.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of kills in this game, but as the game drags on, the value of those kills just start to skyrocket as teams will be able just to barrel down the lane and take those turrets. NaJin White Shield has been the one putting on the pressure over the course of this game, but they haven't been able to get as much as they want. They've only got 4 towers down at 33 minutes. With a Nidalee that is falling a bit short, but the KT Bullets, their defense has been very solid.
Yeah. And here's a little bit of siege coming in from the KT Bullets side. They've got the turret down to about half health. And you know what? Save is way up in the top lane. He does have teleport, so he can get there if he needs to. Insect is going to meet him, actually.
Insect needs to be very careful about dealing with that Shyvana.
Yeah.
Or Shyvana doesn't have Blade of the Ruined King, but still can slow and trade pretty effectively with the Randuins if need be. Now Insect does at least have that Banshee's Veil to deal with some of the magic damage coming out of Shyvana, which will be the majority.
And the Hex Drinker, too.
Yeah, the Hex Drinker as well.
And now, KT, can they get this turret? They've got that Baron buff. The wave clear just so good. It almost seems like you really need to win a fight. And here we go. They're going to try to catch save. Gold card. Ryu pops a ghost to try to get in. And here's Insect. Going to man drop. There's a gold card. And another stun on the save. Doesn't hit. He flashes away. And save should make it. That is true crucial ults. 2 crucial ults down for the KT Bullets. Maybe a pick they didn't necessarily need there.
I really don't think you make a play onto that Shyvana.
Yeah.
And this Renekton now vulnerable in the bottom lane. Twitch and Shyvana converging on the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, really, I think this is so dangerous. It looks like Leopard will be able to get the turret and get away, but I don't know if it was worth it to try to take down a Shyvana like that. That is not an easy target, especially a Shyvana with Flash still up.
Yeah, well, Teleport's still up.
Oh, I mean, Flash was used to the gank to get away. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but using the 2 globals and leaving Shyvana with a global ult up is a really nice timing window for NaJin White Shield.
Yeah, that too.
And they now have an opportunity to look for that. Ryu has actually sold his boots and gone over to the Distortion now. So I think that's a good trade-in to make at this point in time because it's not so crucial. They've now managed to successfully defend with the home guard, and now it's just more important that he has his summoners up more frequently to deal with to increase the likelihood of a pick being successful.
Yeah. Absolutely. Dragon up now. The KT Bullets would like to take it. If they get this Dragon, they will tie in gold now. Oh, but you're not going to get it with your carry or your support getting poked like that.
They have to get out of there.
Yeah. I'm just so used to carrying on support, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
Aether Wisp for Twisted Fate, moving into what is likely a Lichbane.
And ult up for Ryu. He's waiting for an opportunity to come down. Yeah, they're just going to give that Dragon away. All right.
This is a very good game.
Yeah, it is.
Both teams playing it pretty well. And of course, we've seen some deaths, but it's just the nature of the compositions where if you create a pick, there's always the possibility of more globals showing up and creating a counter pick, but you still have to try and get that advantage.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because it puts the pressure on your opponents to respond. And as long as you can secure a kill, you can at least try and make sure your opponents don't get one or force their hand, or maybe they're out of position or something like that.
Yep.
I mean, 38 minutes into this, 37 minutes into this game, and we're only 2K gold different. It looks a lot closer than the last 2 games where the KT Bullets were really running away with the lead by this juncture.
Yeah, it seems like Shield has finally been able to kind of find something that works here. And I think they've done a good job of identifying the weaknesses of KT and kind of exploiting those too. The lack of vision that KT's been having this game, but now the Bullets not really able to put any pressure on mid lane, but the wave clear is there. Dragon up in about 30.
Ooh. So teleport is down, but Shyvana already moving and motioning towards that Dragon Pit. NaJin White Shield does have the pressure advantage in the mid lane at the moment to gain control over that Dragon. Insect walks through a couple wards. They're going to know that he's ready.
Oh, here we go. They want to go onto Zephyr if they can. And there we go. They catch Watch. Can they do anything to him? Ryu backing off there. Leopard gets a bit caught. He's getting low. Decides to pull away to let his team take the turret. So they sacrifice their top laner for the turret. But now they need to be really careful here. Baron is a big danger for the KT Bullets.
That was a little bit overly ambitious on the engage right there.
Yeah.
They could only catch Watch. Watch able
man.
to flash out, and then he got hit by 2 heals, so just nothing they could do. They're trying to zone him out. Score does not have the culling.
Oh, this is the big danger now. Baron being taken out by NaJin White Shield. It's going to get low. Can they steal it? And it's going to be a smite war again. Save coming over the wall to try to zone. Baron is taken by Zephyr, and now NaJin White Shield tries to get a little bit more done, but they're just going to be content pushing the KT Bullets away.
Save pushing him out. Insect did flash in to try and smite steal, and then he W'd onto Save back out. So he waited until the Dragon's Ascent came out of the pit, so he actually had a target to escape on.
That's a good idea.
That was kind of cute, actually, by Insect, but they're still going to pay for it with a Baron loss and a Tier 2 turret.
Yeah, I think the game is starting to kind of slip away from them here. It's getting a little bit too late. They need to win a massive team fight if they want to have really any chance to come back. Oh, man.
It was just a terrible engage from the KT Bullets.
Yeah, and we've seen it. We saw that a couple times this game, didn't we?
KT Bullets, they've always been that very trigger-happy team.
Yep, true enough. Misfired this time. And, you know, the siege with Twitch, not quite as good. Here we go. Now they're going to try to make something happen again. The shield comes down. Ryu comes from the side. And KT starting to get people a little bit low. There's 1 kill for Ryu, 1 kill for Twitch, though. Man, just pick one up, make that a double. And are they going to be able to continue this? I don't know. Yeah, okay. They're going to just turn for the turret. Yep. Better to take that objective. So NaJin White Shield gets what they need to get. And they're going to take an inhibitor off of that. And they might be able to just completely push and win this game here with Ryu and Insect not there. There's no engage for the KT Bullets. They're just going to keep getting poked. Leopard trying to zone a little bit here. Save is very low. There's 1 Nexus turret down. They really want to end here. I don't know if they can, man. Well, maybe they can.
They've got the Baron buff still.
They're going to do it. Mafa right there trying to walk in and do some damage. Score with no culling. Mafa a bit low, save a bit low. A couple seconds until Insect and Ryu come back. And they just barely push away at the last second. There's the culling! Save makes it out. Oh man, you gotta wonder what would have happened if they would have stuck in. I think they may have been able to get the Nexus. As is, they're on the run now, but it's a point where I don't think the KT Bullets can really make anything out of this.
No, probably not. It would be a pretty incredible comeback to show up after this. Now, the last-ditch attempt right here on an engagement. The Dark Binding actually misses from Gorilla, which does allow the Bullets a window, but Save is really a scary late-game Shyvana. He has a GA now to boot, as you can see. So they're able to turn it around. Ryu just not able to do enough from the flank.
Yeah.
Well, KT Bullets, I think that they should have just been more patient, waited for that pick.
Yeah, I agree.
The situation was not as dire as I think it seemed to them.
Well,
they didn't have to dive that Tier 1 turret.
It seemed like they got a little bit complacent after going up 2-0, and then when they got a bit behind in the early game this time, they freaked out a bit and kind of overdid. They overreacted to it. Because of that, they just ended up kind of compounding things. And now NaJin White Shield on the verge of mounting what could be a comeback. They need to win the next 3 in a row, or including this one. But like I said before, if there's any team you're going to be able to do that against, it's going to be the KT Bullets.
Well, how do you even kill Save right now, too?
Yeah, well, you can't. That's kind of the answer to that question. Even has a GA. Yeah, that's going to be an ever-living dragon.
They should just really push up the mid lane right now and go after the Nexus.
Yeah, why not, man? I mean, they could probably just bully their way in there and
they've got the poke.
It down, you know?
They can just push the super minions in and poke people until they can't defend anymore.
Yeah. And it looks like that's...
They really don't have to go for this other tower. Twitch is so terrible at sieging.
They want to rub it in.
NaJin Shield could be playing this a little bit better right now.
It does give maybe the slightest of opportunities to the KT Bullets, but I wouldn't be too worried. Oh, there we go. Save trying to get in the back, doing a little bit of damage to the Nexus, and they could just pass him. I don't know why they're not. Okay, now they're going up to the Nexus. There we go. And they do kick out Leopard. Insect trying to come in over the top. Save still zoning in the back lines. Leopard gets caught out just a little bit, and Zephyr doing some decent damage over the top with that spray and play. Oh, KT just getting absolutely torn apart. Mafa nearly dives again to a spear.
They can't finish, though.
Wow, they actually can't. Yeah, the poke came in. Ryu was just good enough. There's a gold card. Ryu has to back up. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. Zephyr. Renekton not quite fast enough to stop Zephyr from killing him. Double kill now for Zephyr. Now they can finish it off. Yeah, Goong with the kill on the score. And with only Leopard remaining, there the Nexus will go, and NaJin White Shield starts a bit of a comeback here. The crowd's excited about that one. GG.
Save actually recalled and then teleported back into the fight at the end there to help kill the Nexus.
What a nice guy. He's
Good game from
player.
Shield. They showed a lot more adaptability. They
Yeah.
stopped sieging